Okay. Someone asked a question I want us to address before we move forward. His
Sure.
name is Hussein Kamara. He
Uh-huh.
said, how is wealth pooling sustaining in Liberia possible when access to capital is challenging?
Well, it's where creativity happens. So to pool your wealth in Liberia, you got to have an agreement. You got to agree that, hey, this is a good thing for us to do. And if access to capital is not available, you then have to be, that's where you have to be creative. Just where you have to look at websites like Kiva, like I talked about. You can get people together, family members can come together, members in the community and come together, and they can put together a plan. Whoever is the best at writing things down, they can let that person put it down in writing and say, okay, we want to pool our money together. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do once we pool the money together. And then start identifying people. I've got a mentor of mine. His question he always asks is, who's got my money? So who's got this? You need money and you want to pool this money together because you have an idea, something you want to do with it. Okay, now who's got my money? Who's got money that I can present this idea to and they can give me money? So once you put that together, you start identifying people. Okay, there's these people over here. There's some relatives in America. There's some relatives in Europe we got. Maybe these relatives, if they see that we have a good idea, they will be willing to put up some of the money so we can start pooling it all together to go do the thing we want to do. So Kiva is an example that does that because sometimes there's women in the villages. They form these women investing clubs, right? They form these women business groups. These are not, they're not they're not super sophisticated. They're all in the villages and they don't have, a lot of them aren't very educated, nothing like that. So they're not super sophisticated or anything like that. But they have the idea and they get somebody to help them put it together. And they form a group. They're trying to pool their money together. And they go on Kiva as a group and they say, this is our story. We're a group of, this is who we are. We're a group. We're trying to pull money together to do this thing, but we don't have any money. Would you guys be willing to put up the money for us? Because here's what we want to do with it. So you got to start being creative when you need money. Just like here in America, investors, if they need people to invest in their business, in their company, they have to write the idea down. They have to write how much they need, what they're going to do with this money, and they present the idea to somebody who has money. Same concept, just on a different scale. So if you're in Liberia, that's something you can do where you guys can get together, figure out how much you need, what you would do with this money, and then put it in writing. Tell a story about why this is important. And then start looking at who got the money, who got the resources that could help you to do it.
So, Mr. Kamara, I hope that answered your question. We have to start working together in Liberia. That's something we don't do. You don't find young people come together to start businesses. And I think we need to cultivate that culture.